now in Palace Green, which is the top of Durham City, which is just probably the best location in the city. It was begun at this point as a cathedral, some point in the 900s, around St Cuthbert's body, which had been brought from Lindisfarne. And it was on the run for about 100 years after the Vikings pillaged there. And the relics of St Cuthbert lie still inside a cathedral here. And the pilgrims made Durham a relatively rich place at the time. And St Cuthbert's tomb resides after his 100-year journey here in the Gala theatre area of the town. It's a good sculpture depicting that. So in the cathedral in the English Civil War in the 1650s, Oliver Cromwell's locked up 2,500 Scots inside the cathedral, and he wouldn't let them out, wouldn't give them food or water, very little, and they were there for a few months, 3 months. And in the meantime they burnt all of the pews in the church, but they didn't burn a clock because the clock had a thistle on it, so they didn't burn the clock, was the legend. Apparently it's still inside there, which I can't see at the moment because it's COVID times. So that was Oliver Cromwell, and the Scots were in this area too. In the church there is supposed to be a black line on the floor of the cathedral, and the idea behind that was there was no woman could pass this black line which is in the cathedral, so I'm very keen to see that when I can get in again. So here I am at Durham Castle. Durham is called Durham because Dur means dun, which means hill fort, which referring to that, I guess, which became a hill fort and eventually a castle, sometime the point of William Conqueror's reign. The castle is now the university headquarters, and the students live in there now. Don't think they do lessons in there, but it's some magnificent spot if you can get your accommodation inside there. And the university actually has been here since 1862, which is 600 years, festival 600 years, which was given by Royal Charter. Castle's haunted by two ghosts allegedly. One was a student called Copeland who thought he failed his exams so killed himself, and the Lady Grey is another ghost apparently frequented in the halls here. This is the cloisters opposite the cathedral, which was the place where priests and monks would live. Now I think lecturers would stay here. You can't come here normally, but it's, as you can see, the location. It's right behind the cathedral. Fabulous location to live. Pretty much unchanged, I would guess, since the university was founded in 1862. Whoops, a daisy. Tight one. I'm coming to the Chorister School. This has a more recent history because the Chorister School was, well, one Tony Anthony Blair was for 4 years. He was a choir boy, believe it or not. Tony Blair. Here I'm at the Priest College, just behind Durham Cathedral. This is St John's College, and this is where you would come to study theology in this town. I think they also have students from other disciplines, but that's basically what it was founded for. I know this place because this is where I was married, actually, exactly here. Come up this exact street here, pictures somewhere, and these are the same streets that were roamed at one point by C.S. Lewis of the Chronicles of Narnia fame. So did he walk up here and think about this new story? Maybe he did. Elizabeth Barratt Browning, she was born near Durham, a place called Kellow. She was a poet and she married, and she eventually died in Florence, so she went from Durham, and she was part of the Romantics at the time poetry. watering hole. Shakespeare. Allegedly one of the most haunted pubs in Durham City. Been here a long time. This, as you see, is Durham's smallest bar, reputed to be the smallest gin bar in the world. It's literally through that door and one single line, 6 people at a time. It's a nice place to be. Here I am at Old Elvet at the County Hotel, and this balcony is the scene of the speeches from the Labour Party for the Durham Miners' Gala, which takes place every July-August time. And this place is a massive throng of people, miners, who walk from the communities into the town. So now obviously the hotel is now open, but that's the balcony. It's Arthur Scargill, Neil Kinnick, Tony Benn, etc, etc. Many years. Great point. On the corner here, the old Swan Three Signals pub, the Half Moon pub. This is the Duncar Inn, a 15th century inn. It is very close to the Hangar Balcony and the courts. So shortly I'll show you the Hangar Balcony, which is an old Elvet in Durham City. Here I am at the Hangar Balcony, which was the scene of John Gregg's hanging in 1812, and it used to attract quite a few people from roundabouts to witness it. Most likely standing over there and watching. Must have been quite a scene. Bear in mind the court is just there, so it's not a long distance from there to the Hangar Balcony, which was specially built for John Gregg hanging at Gregg's Point.